Hello, and welcome to this video lecture. In this video, we will be talking about basic theory of the variable approach. Answer D. Definition of variable approach. DS, original condition, question. 1, condition 1, 2, condition 2. Now, we will look at the approach for solving a DS question. The information given in the question prompt can be called the original condition, and the actual question can be written as Q. Condition 1. Now we will call this information in the first statement condition 1, and write it in short form as con 1. Condition 2, we will call the information in the second statement condition 2, and write it in short form as con 2. The variable approach has played an important role in improving students' GMAT scores by 100 points. We now want to pass this method on to the rest of the world. Later, after we have reviewed the different terms in a DS question, we will look at the steps. First step. Modify and recheck the original condition and the question to suit the type of information given. Modification. Second step. Check the number of variables and equations in the original condition. Third step. Try to match the number of variables with the number of equations in condition 1, condition 2, and the original condition. These three steps are the most important part in the variable approach, especially the first step. Once you have completed the first step, solving the problem becomes much easier. 3 principles. Let's look at the 3 principles that you should apply for choosing the most likely answer without actually solving the problem by using the variable approach method. I've taught more than 30,000 students offline using this variable approach. Believe me when I say that this method definitely does work. We're going to look at the 3 principles that you should apply, which will allow you to choose the most likely answer without actually solving the problem. Not having to solve the problem saves a lot of time and is only possible by applying the variable approach method. First principle. The number of remaining questions times 2 minutes. To accurately predict the time left to make sure have sufficient time to complete the remaining questions. If there is not a lot of time left, consider using the option of choosing the most likely answer, rather than trying to solve the entire problem. Second principle, 5-minute deadline. If you are unable to answer the question within the 5-minute deadline, it might be a good idea to simply choose the most likely answer. This applies even when there is enough time left until the end of the exam. Third principle, just want to skip. If you don't want to solve the question for whatever reason, consider the option of choosing the most likely answer. These 3 principles are extremely useful during the actual exam as they will help you finish the exam on time and give you the greatest chance of doing well. The case of answer D. DS question with 1 variable. Let's look at a DS question with 1 variable in the original condition. Now, 1 variable would generally require 1 equation to find the value of the variable. In other words, the original condition gives us 1 variable. Condition 1 gives 1 equation. Condition 2 gives 1 equation. We are aware that each condition should give us an equation, and since we need 1 equation to match the number of variables and equations in the original condition, the equal number of equations and variables should logically lead to answer D. The most likely answer is D because there is 1 variable that requires 1 equation. Original condition plus condition 1 and original condition plus condition 2 gives us 1 variable and 1 equation each. This means we will have 2 sets of matching variables and equations. Since we can solve for a unique value for each condition, D is most likely the correct answer. This looks like a new world, right? Welcome to the new world of the variable approach. After learning the variable approach, many students tell us that they finish the exam with 10 minutes remaining, instead of running out of time. This could be your experience as well. Therefore, if you find yourself experiencing any of the following principles, it is best to choose answer D. First principles. The number of remaining questions times 2 minutes or less per question. If you have limited time left, consider the option of choosing the most likely answer, which, in this case, is D. Second principles. 5-minute deadline. If you are unable to answer the question within the 5-minute deadline, consider choosing the most likely answer, D. Third principles. Just want to skip. If you want to skip the question for whatever reason, choose D. In the original condition, we need one equation, so it is about 60% likely that D would be the answer. On the actual exam, be sure to pick D.